Hi everyone, this is my submission for the Managing Machine Learning Projects Coursera course, right? So let's dive into the details that I will be sharing with you now. So starting off with the opportunity evaluation, what is the problem that we are trying to solve, right? So the problem that we are trying to solve is how employee experience can be enhanced by providing employees with the correct learning and growth opportunities so that they can not only stay motivated but also help the organization that they are working for achieve success, right? And why is this an attractive opportunity? Today in the corporate world, employee upskilling is done through a primarily manual task, right? So the core problem here is that for enhancing learning, the assignments and the courses that are recommended to employees are not personalized and is a generic approach. The manager or the HR or admin shares these learning assignments which are generic and not individualized. Can ML help solve it? Yes, because ML can provide personalized learning and growth opportunities by recommending the right learning courses based on different factors such as the existing skills of the employee, what are the employee's strengths, improvement areas, current level, and what are the employee's future aspirations. And does it really matter? Yes, because providing upskilling opportunities not only make the employee learn something new but also brings in a sense of accomplishment, and this sense makes the employee motivated, and a motivated workforce results in less attrition. As you know, recruiting newer employees is much more costly than retaining a particular employee, right? And it also results in overall business success, right? So let's move on to the next slide on the business understanding. We talked about the problem statement. The problem statement is to provide personalized learning recommendations to employees based on existing skills, strengths, improvement areas, current level, and aspirations. The target user could be any employee in the organization, and it matters to keep employee motivated. Today it's all through manual learning assignments which is not relevant and personalized to the employee, right? Success could mean higher retention rate for employees within the organization, and it can be measured by increase in the retention rates, for example by 15%, and the output can be measured by taking into account how many recommendations are relevant or how many recommendations are irrelevant for the employee. Reducing the irrelevant recommendations to less than 20% could be an initial target. That the constraints could be to take into consideration the changing preferences of employee aspirations because of changes in the environment, but also what are the focus areas of the business. Is there specific areas that the business is focusing on and that needs to be accounted for in the employee knowledge improvement as well, right? Factors we talked about: existing skills, strengths, improvement areas, current level, and future aspirations of the employee. So what is our solution concept and what are the experiments that we are going to build, right? So data on existing skills and competencies of the employee needs to be collected. Usually these are data that are stored in a human capital management solution, whatever the company is using, right? It will have different modules, and usually this type of data is stored in the talent module, and this has to be combined with the employees professional information around what is the employment and job information, right? Which company he is working for, which division, which department, what is the role type, what are the role expectations, and things like that, as well as the aspirations and future professional ambitions. So these also are captured during discussions between the employee and the growth plan. Those have to be brought in as well, and the other aspects such around strengths and focus areas can also be gathered from the system, as well as inputs from peers and manager. And iterative experiments that will be taken into consideration is to kind of test this model with a subset of employees and then taking it out to early adopter customers. But the key thing here is to continuously monitor to identify if there are any training versus serving data skew initially, or if there are drifts later in the cycle, right? From the ML design system aspects, right, we will consider cloud, because this is something that will involve large amount of data churning from different areas, and we can assume internet connectivity. So this is something that we can definitely leverage cloud over HML. Offline learning can be used here to retrain the model. While latency matters, it will not be as important as in an as on online learning. So offline learning can be used here, and batch prediction can be used so that the data can be more efficiently used to recommend the learning courses. And the last slide is on potential risks in production. So there are a couple of risks that I see is around the skewness that could come in between training and serving data. So hence it is very important to train the model on good quality production data rather than artificially constructed data. And the second part is data drifts that could come in. We touched upon this in the earlier slide. As newer technologies come into the picture, or as industry evolves, employee will be willing to pursue new trends in the market, right? And also the business focus areas might change. So these shifts need to be accounted for to ensure the relevance of the recommendations. Thank you.